Good evening, everybody. We're here again, opening night once more here at Oldcastle Theatre. We have just one more night of opening theaters here at Oldcastle for the season, and we thank you for tuning in. You know, people are coming in here. Got another great theater production here. Let me grab my cheat sheet here, as I call it. So we are here for Proof. Very simple title. A lot of local people in this show here, and some people we've seen before plays here. One second, let me check something here. Don't mind me, just checking things. Yep, there we go. All right. So Proof is by David Auber, directed by our lovely Mr. Peterson, and set design is by John Apperly, costume design by Ursula, as always, lighting design by David Ruppe, sound and projections by Corey Wheat. There's some projections in this play, similar to our very first play we saw back in the Revolutionary War. What was that? The Adventures of, the Adventures of, that guy. I forget. I see him that bad. And stage managed by the good old Gary Allan Poe. And there are four people in this play. Rick Howe, and then two ladies, and another gentleman we've seen before, Ethan Bodwick. He's playing Hal. And this is a 2-act play with an intermission. 4 scenes in the first act, 5 scenes in the second act. It is based on the back deck in a house in Chicago. So I think that's pretty much it for this description. So we are opening night here, August 31st. Can you believe it is September tomorrow? I can't believe that. So this runs through September 9th. So we've got, of course, the typical, it's just 2 weekends, so it's this weekend, next weekend, so don't get lazy and forget that they run 3 weeks. It's 2 weeks this season. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 7:30 p.m. Matinees Thursday and Sunday at 2 p.m. Special matinees this weekend, Labor Day weekend, September 1st at 2 and September 2nd at 2. And then, of course, the always popular buy one, get one free. It sold out last show. What was the last show, Jana?
The Fourth Wall.
That's right, the Fourth Wall. The buy one, get one sold out for the Fourth Wall. So that shows you it might sell out for this one. And that is Wednesday, September 5th, 7:30. And then also, I don't know where he is. He may not even show up, Mr. Peterson. But if you want to have dinner with Mr. Peterson, and who doesn't want to have dinner with Mr. Peterson, let me tell you, your opportunity is Thursday, September 6th. It's a 3-course, 3-act evening. Beautiful. Your first act, you go have dinner at Mount Anthony Country Club. Your second act, you come here to see Proof right in the theater right here. And the third act is, of course, dessert. Dessert. Everyone loves dessert. With Mr. Pierce, you get to talk about the play, what you thought about it, and things like that. So, Proof. What is Proof about? Another very good question. Proof is about either he's genius or he's slightly, I wouldn't say mad is the right word. Maybe I'll have it right in here. Much better description than what I'm trying to describe it as. No description. No description. That's all right. I was just a bio of the play. I'm going to try and wing it, though, you know. So it's obviously about a mathematician. And either is he a genius or is he...
Is his daughter.
Oh, is his daughter. How much she's worried of how much genius or madness she'll inherit from her daughter or her father, who is a famous mathematician.
Twist, which I can't tell you.
Oh, a twist. I like twists. Twists are cool. So, seems like a very brilliant, compelling play. So, should be very interesting, especially a twist. Not probably going to be a comedy like last time. So, but sit back, relax, and enjoy this fun show of Proof. And maybe Christine Decker will join me for a moment. She's chit-chatting though. So, but There is also community theater happening in Bennington, and I can't tell you what the show is. Don't mind me, I'm just adjusting things here. Can't tell you what the show is, but I can tell you auditions are happening in mid-September, and she could tell you when and where. I know mid-September. That's all I know. And the show, don't quote me, would probably be happening in December sometime. So hopefully everyone gets excited. And it's right here at Oldcastle Community Theater. Boom. So pretty exciting that you have this professional theater, and then we're going to hopefully kick off and have people in the community, if you're interested, you're watching, come on out and audition for the show. So I can't tell you the title of it or anything like that, but maybe Christine could talk with me for a moment. She's over at the Wunderbar. So that's that in the community theater. So if those of you just joining, we're here live. Opening night at Oldcastle, August 31st for Proof by David Auburn. We've got Rick Howes in it, a few other people you've seen before. So should be a good play. It is about a man who's a famous mathematician and his daughter, and how much she's worried of how much genius or madness she could inherit from him. That's the basic premise. It's probably much better than that, than I'm describing it, but that means I guess you just have to come see it, right? Yes. It's a Pulitzer Prize winning play. Jan is feeding me great information over here. Let's see if... Oh, she's still chit-chatting. So, oh, look at that. All right, excellent. Description of the whole season. I know there's something else I could have talked about. Is the next show, right? So, opening night here is August 31st. We won't see you again till the beginning of October. I know that's quite a shock to some folks that October is coming again and stuff, and that means fall, and that means winter. So August 31st through September 9th, is Proof. It won a Pulitzer Prize for Drama and Tony for Best Play. And the play combines elements of mystery, romance, and surprise with old-fashioned storytelling. It's a compelling, smart, and compassionate play. That's it. That's all I get. And then after the show, October 5th through the 14th, is Long Day's Journey into Night, a very good one by Eugene O'Neill. Excuse me. This is considered by many to be the greatest play by the greatest American playwright. It's spanning one day in the life of a tumultuous family. Eugene O'Neill changed American drama forever, and his play is a living testament to the power of theater. And that's the show that Oldcastle is closing with this season. Long Day's Journey into Night runs through October 5th through the 14th. And then after that, you can look forward to the Christmas show, community theater, and a whole host of other great things.
Ben Damon on October 26th.
What's that?
That's a magician.
A magician's coming October 26th here at Oldcastle.
Someone's creeping up behind you.
Oh, God, thank goodness. Save me from talking to myself. I do. Oh, I do.
Hi, Mike.
How are you, Mr. Pierce?
How are you?
You look very dapper tonight.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. What does your shirt say? Vermont begins here.
Yeah.
I know that slogan. Yes.
So,
That's about Bennington.
It is.
Yes,
it
Bennington,
is.
Vermont.
Bennington, right
That's
here.
where Vermont begins.
Exactly.
Hence
the shirt.
the shirt.
I was just talking to folks
And how are the folks tonight?
Folks are good, I think. Yep.
Good.
If they want to have dinner with you, and who doesn't? That's what I said. Who doesn't want to have dinner with you?
You know, my wife read that the other day on Facebook, and we're sitting on the sofa. I'm reading. She's looking at Facebook, and she stopped, and she said, "People are going to pay to have dinner with you?"
Can you believe it?
I said, "That surprises you?" She seemed quite surprised, actually. Yes. We are going to have that. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a great dinner at the Country Club. Mm-hmm. We're going to talk about the play we're opening tonight, Proof. I'm going to talk about the play. We're then going to come and see the play.
Okay.
And then after the play, we're going to have dessert here at the theater.
Awesome.
And a number of people, I don't know the numbers because there are too many numbers in my life.
Too many numbers.
But we've had a number of people sign up. I know one group is 14 is coming.
Oh, to that dinner?
To that dinner.
Oh, wow.
And I love to talk about plays,
Fantastic.
and I love to talk to audiences both before and after.
Right.
So I'm particularly looking forward to hear what they have to say about the play afterwards. After we've talked about it, then they see it. You've read this play, I think.
Have I?
I think.
I don't remember.
No.
Is it way back when?
Well, 133 years ago, Mike was in a class I co-teach with Tim Foley at the
That's a long
Career
time.
Development Center.
You
It's
look
called
good for
Proof. And I know we've read it with
100.
classes. I didn't know. I couldn't
Okay.
remember if we had read it with you.
I can't remember.
Probably not then.
But talk to me about the play. You had a teaser last week. That's not the right word, but
A preview.
Sneak peek.
Yes.
Very nice set in here.
It's a very interesting set.
It is
very interesting
simple,
set.
but also yeah.
Bill
So,
Opperly
take it
designed
away.
the set, and it's beautiful. It's stark. It's the deck of outside a house in Chicago, and it's all black and white. And I think really eye-catching and it's also the shape of it is unusual and very interesting to work on for the actors.
The way you walk in, you're like, it's dead on. It's very interesting. It's not,
And it's a different show depending on which of the third seating patterns you sit in, which is always
so
interesting
you could
to
come
me.
3 times and see it 3 different ways.
And see not three totally different plays, but but the same play from 3 quite different directions, which would be interesting, I think. It's a magnificent play. I've read this play a lot. I've wanted to do it for a long time. And I've read it with students. I've worked on scenes with students. So I thought I knew the play quite well. And this actually rarely happens, that once we get into rehearsal, I think, wow, this play is better than I thought it was. It won a Pulitzer Prize for Best Play. It won a Tony Award for Best Play. It's a really beautifully written play. I knew it was a good play. But when you know how when you get into work on it, and you realize how beautifully the playwright has put it together. It's not just that the dialogue is good. It's not just the characters are good. There are wonderful surprises in it. It's a play in scenes. There are 4 scenes in the first act, 5 in the second act. And it goes back and forth in time, which I tend to like in plays. And it is just awfully good.
Good.
And the
Excellent.
cast is wonderful.
Well,
Very talented
you have Rick
cast.
Howe, of course. Everyone knows Rick. The gentleman playing Hal has been here before.
Ethan
Yes, he's very
Bodwick
familiar.
was in Comedy of Tenors last year,
That's just trying to remember what
and before that he was in The Lion in Winter. He's a very good young actor.
Yep.
Went to Stage College over in Troy. And the 2 actresses are new to us, one of whom I've known for a while. She actually grew up in Pittsfield, and apparently she thinks the first time she auditioned for me was 10 years ago. Hallie Sinfranari, and she is very talented. Excellent. She plays the older sister. And Tally Gale, who's originally from Arkansas, is playing the younger sister. Tally spent a year in Chicago, where the play takes place, so we've been kind of grilling her. She knows Chicago better than the rest of us.
Oh, well, that's good.
I was there briefly, and so that's been interesting.
Did you take in when you were there? You got your.
We were there. We were there for my stepdaughter's graduation from grad school.
There you go.
So it was all pretty. It was all pretty
whirlwind and
wrapped around graduation and all of that kind of thing. She went to Roosevelt University, and I like Chicago a lot.
It is a good city,
and I've been through the airport several times.
Yes, that's
probably
one
of those
my
places.
most common place of in and out.
Yes,
So the
I have a
airport.
brother who flies a lot for his job, and I'll say, "You've been to such and such a city." He said, I've been to the airport.
Right. Yeah. I haven't enjoyed it.
I've been to the airport.
Yes.
I've been to the airport, and there's a hotel where I meet at the airport. I've been to the airport. I've never stepped actually foot in the city.
Oh.
It happens a lot to him. Yeah.
So that's Proof.
That's Proof.
Right now, and we've got Long Days.
It's a play about families, a family. The great American plays are all about family. This is a father and 2 daughters, a young man who is falling in love with one of the daughters. The man happens to be a mathematical genius. His daughter may be a mathematical genius. And it is tender. It's very funny in places. It's compassionate. I think people will laugh. I think they'll cry. It's just a beautiful play. Excellent. David Auburn is a wonderful American playwright.
Excellent. What else has he written?
He's written other plays. The Columnist is a play that he's written that I'm very much interested in doing. Looking forward to that. So yeah, he's very good.
So we could see another play by him next year, maybe.
Possibly.
Maybe.
Possibly.
I know you're always secret
there.
on your season.
I've always got a list.
Yeah.
I've always got a list.
Checklist, like I do right here.
Yeah.
So
That's my list.
Right. Yeah.
You've got my list. You've got last year's list, actually, but became this year's list.
Oh, I got
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
I got it. So I'm one year behind.
Right,
Okay. So Long Day's Journey Tonight. You excited about that one?
I am.
Are you also directing that one?
I am.
Excellent. Okay.
And we've been looking forward to this. Nigel Gore is in this. Nigel and I have been talking about doing this play for at least 3 years. Nigel did The Lion in Winter with us that Ethan was in. He did The Ride Down Mount Morgan, which I loved doing.
he was
Arthur
very good
Miller
in that.
play. He
Yes,
was fantastic
he
in
was.
that. Christine Decker is in it, who's been working with Oldcastle since 1973. Pretty amazing. David Joseph, who was in The Constable Tramp in America's Sweetheart a couple of years ago and was in Shipwrecked last year, which won the award for Best Ensemble. And 2 new actors. Every play this year that we've produced has had veterans of Oldcastle who've worked with us sometimes many times, and new faces who've never worked with us before. And it's something we try to do each time, and actually it's worked every single time this season.
Excellent. That's great to introduce new blood to people coming.
We love that.
They want to come back and perform here.
Thanks, sir.
So I don't know if you can.
We also have readings coming up. Readings of new plays.
Oh, that's right. You have a series about them.
Michael Weller play. I'm really excited about Terry Teachout's play. Terry is the theater critic for the Wall Street Journal, and I just got the actor I wanted for that reading.
Excellent.
And John Petrowski, who's the artistic director of Playwrights Theater of New Jersey. And I have a play that's coming up. We've done a couple of plays in that series. The first one was by Bob Sugarman, and we've got some more coming. So I'm looking forward to that.
Those are here or coming around, or
I think we're doing one in a couple of weeks, and the others will be probably October.
Okay, great. And then you have. I was trying to get Christine. She's busy over there. But community theater, I've heard auditions could be coming up mid-September.
Are we supposed to? I guess I don't know.
She said not to. She
No,
said to
I
be,
think we're still not saying the title.
I was just saying auditions are coming up.
Yes.
For a mysterious play in mid-September.
It's a wonderful old play.
Yeah.
That's been around for
Which I think
decades
I have
and
read.
decades. I think you,
This
yes, you
one I've
have.
read, yes.
Yes, you have. And we're going to have auditions for that very soon. Christine, who's a great actress and a wonderful director, has directed Comedy Tenors for us last year. She will be directing it. I think it'll be a great deal of fun. And we've been wanting to put together community theater for some time. And so this is it's in some ways it's grown out of the Bennington Community Theater that was doing things a couple of years ago, Robert Ebert's group, and in some ways it's an offshoot of the acting classes that Christine teaches. So
kind of like a merger of both.
Yes,
here. So
yes.
That's great.
So
and then
we're looking forward to that, and I'm hoping you'll.
I plan to audition. I do, and I was going to say,
if I knew anybody who could help you, I'd help you out. But I don't.
I'm gonna bug Jared. I'm gonna bug him.
Good idea.
Yes. So so yeah, that's proof. Look at that, 7:25. You should get ready for showtime. I
guess so.
Huh? Hey,
thank you, Mike. We're always grateful you do this. Thanks.
I appreciate
it. Great to see you. Take
Good
care.
to see you too. All right, the lovely and talented Mr. Peterson. So again, if you want to have dinner with Mr. Peterson, September 6th. It sounds like a lot of tickets are going for that, so hurry for that if you want that. That's next Thursday. Buy one, get one free is next Wednesday. Proof. We're here for opening night proof. We'll be back afterwards with hopefully some actors. I don't know if we'll get Rick Howe because he doesn't like to talk on camera, but we can try for other people. So that's that. This opens tonight, closes on September 9th. So there we go. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you after the show. All right, folks, we're back. We're here after the show of Proof. Let me grab my poster here. Proof. Let me just say, I am no mathematician at all. Math was a very poor subject for me in school, and to hear all the talking of prime numbers and all these things is quite, even in the play, is quite exciting. Obviously memorizing things, but to know that when you have a mathematical breakthrough, or you're writing, a formula for a math equation that's breakthrough, it's called a proof. Proof has a lot of meanings in the world, but that's makes the title very easy. Proof. So the show I enjoyed it. Now, when you sit in the theater here, how it's set up, where I sat, you kind of have some of the back of the actors. You could sit in the middle, you could sit on the far side where you probably have more of a better view. But as Mr. Peterson was describing in the video before we went to see the show, you could come and see this a couple different ways and really get a different perspective on things. And I agree with that. The show was funnier than I thought it was. I thought it'd be very on the more serious side, but funny in parts. The writing is very modern, down to earth. Very conversational. How people would talk today. Very fun and quick and whippy. But in some parts, you're really like, wow, this is it hits home. It hits home. So I won't spoil those things for you because there are some really great twists in this. In the first act, what closes the intermission, the first act, the intermission, really you're like, oh, whoa, didn't see that coming, but really, really cool. And of course, it's just, in the world, people get older and dealing with, unfortunately, what happens to them with illness and losing things like that. So, but Proof, very good. So here we are, opening night. If you haven't seen before the show, scroll down, check it out. It's on the Facebook there, so we can. I see Mr. William Gardner throwing the heart eyes. Thanks, Will. Appreciate that. Heart eyes back at you, buddy. Glad to see you're up this late. 9, almost 10 o'clock. Whew. So, Proof, opening night, obviously tonight, August 31st. We're running through September 9th, just next weekend. So, 2-week runs this season with Oldcastle. So, don't miss that. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 7:30. Thursday, Sunday, 2 p.m. matinees. Special matinees this weekend. Saturday, the 1st, tomorrow. Sunday, the 2nd, both at 2 p.m. And, of course, the famous BOGO is Wednesday, September 5th. And then September 6th, Thursday. If you're feeling like dining with Mr. Peterson before the show, seeing the show, and then having dessert with Mr. Peterson to talk about the show, that might be up your alley. So you should check that out. Call Oldcastle here for more information, 447-0564 for that. Oldcastletheater.org for all those good things. Let's see if we can talk to some actors here. I know Mr. Rick Howe is probably pretty shy. He's right here, but I bet you I won't get him on camera. Got Willie Jones behind us. Maybe he'll talk about what he thought about the show. What do you think, Rick? No? Oh, any word? Yeah, see, I tried. He's a talented man. I will say he did a very fine job with this role. Very, very, very good. The show opens up and then it takes a quick turn in that first scene. You're like, oh, didn't see that coming in terms of how it plays with the play. So, but Mr. David Auburn, very well written, well done. I wish I could write like that. I can't even come close. What we got here? Oh, where's Christine? Where she went? Oh, she's over there. Okay. So we're going to hopefully get Christine Decker to come on and talk about the upcoming community theater show. She could share the dates of the auditions with you. I believe it is a weekend in September. I don't know where or times, but hopefully she could share that with you. And that way, you all know about auditions. And I urge you, as a member of the community, I do urge you to, if you have an interest in theater, come on out and give it a try. This is not fun.
Michael.
Whoever. We've chatted before. Yes, all right. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I'm that crazy guy that talks to the camera. So
we're all going to talk to the camera.
So come on in. So, how are you?
I'm very well.
You've been busy since last time we've seen you?
I've been very busy since last time we spoke.
Excellent.
Actually.
Regional work or New York?
Lots of regional work. In this year, since we last spoke last year, myself, my partner Emily Curo, and an artistic partner of mine, David Gerard, launched our own theater company in Troy, New York.
Excellent.
Called Troy Foundry Theater.
Excellent.
And we finished our first season back in June, and we're starting our second season in just a couple of weeks.
Excellent.
So,
Excellent.
yeah, Troy Foundry Theater, it's been really exciting. That's where I've been spending the majority of this last year.
So, are you based in Troy then?
Yes, we are based in Troy.
Okay.
We don't have a theater, like
Okay.
we don't have a specific home. The kind of work we're creating, we bring into spaces.
Okay.
And
Yep.
are kind of, it's very site-specific work.
Mm-hmm.
We're generating, we're creating work based on what the community, the city, we think are conversations that need to be happening in the city.
Sure.
And then we put it in non-traditional settings and find settings that kind of serve the stories we're trying to tell.
Awesome. And are you, I guess, downtown Troy, like that
Yeah,
area?
well, I mean, like, yeah, our artistic director
But-
lives in downtown
okay.
Troy,
But
and so a lot of
obviously-
our stuff, yes, is in downtown Troy. The last show we did was called The Ronde. We were in this old Victorian house on Russell Sage's campus called
Nice.
Freer House, and it was a site-specific piece. The audience moved through the house and could walk,
very
follow
cool.
the actors. They could stay in a room. It was very. We do very non-traditional pieces. We challenge our audience a little bit more and ask them to be a
Right.
little more
Participatory.
Yes, absolutely.
Excellent. That's great. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Bringing the new age to the theater, I guess.
Yeah, and it's a lot of fun. We're launching our next season with it's called Catastrophe Carnival, a night of Beckett shorts. So it is a Samuel Beckett themed carnival
Nice.
in the Gas Holders building in downtown Troy, which
Awesome.
is this historic building. It looks
Any dates for folks out
Yes,
there watching?
absolutely. So the last 2 weekends in September.
Okay, so coming up.
Coming
Awesome.
up, the last 2 weekends in September, Catastrophe Carnival, a night of Samuel Beckett shorts.
Awesome.
In the Gas Holders building in downtown Troy. So-
Any website for you guys?
yeah, we
or-
have TroyFoundryTheater.com.
Okay.
Theater, THEATRE.
Right. Yes.
We're that theater.
The theater. Yes.
Yes.
I think the proper theater.
Right,
Yeah.
right,
Not a
yeah,
movie
the more
theater.
not the movie.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
exactly.
yes.
Exactly. So check us out there.
Awesome.
We do a lot of new work.
Okay.
We're doing a world premiere of a Richard Dresser play, who's a pretty famous playwright
Okay.
in the Berkshires.
Excellent.
So we got a lot of exciting stuff.
Awesome.
So please check it out.
Awesome. So proof.
Proof.
Really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Very, as I was saying, very conversational
Yeah.
writing.
The writing is very
Yeah,
naturalistic.
it's-
It flows out
yes.
of you. I mean,
yeah.
he writes it in such a way too. Like, I mean, it may seem
Is
like
that how it seems in the
yeah. I
script?
mean, like, well, it may seem like we're so natural
Right.
with it, but it's just kind of how it was written. I mean, like
Awesome.
all like the kind of trailing thoughts and like this, like the interruptions and things. It's all written there, and
Excellent.
so
Yeah, the way the sisters communicate, but also you as well, is like very like. It seems very. That's how sisters would talk.
Right.
Conversational and stuff.
it's very conversational. It's
Excellent.
it's very naturalistic.
What was your favorite piece of getting into this? I mean, obviously I won't spoil it for anyone, but
Right.
there's an important thing that you're a part of.
Right.
The proof, I guess, is the word. But
The proof is the word. I mean, I would love to say that I understand all the math that goes on in this show,
No.
and not that there is a lot of math. And I don't want to scare anybody away.
Yeah, it's true.
It's just this kind of idea of math, and
Right.
and the level of math that these people are dealing in is. I mean, like, I love it. I love the idea, and I read as much as I could and tried to understand these ideas. But when you get down to it, like most of
Right.
it just goes over my head.
Universe-solving math.
Right. I mean, and I mean, we actually talked a lot about in rehearsal this kind of the creativity that goes into creating something like what you saw tonight,
Right.
but also the kind of creativity that goes into creating the kind of math problems that we were discussing.
blow my mind.
Exactly. I mean, it's math's universal.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that math and arts kind of share a certain creativity.
Yeah, I guess you make a good point there that, I think of math is a very technical thing, but there's also a creative aspect
Right.
for someone who's making math.
Exactly.
Who knew you
right,
could make
because we
math,
learn
but yeah.
math to just do
Right.
to just follow it. Like, this is how math works. You do the math. But somebody has to creating
Right.
these ideas, testing these new things. Oh, hello. So,
What was your favorite part of the rehearsal process?
I mean, it's always great
Working with Mr. Peterson, I bet, right?
With Mr. Peterson
Yeah.
is always. It's always great meeting new actors here, and they always bring in great actors. Hallie and Tally.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yes, their names are Hallie and
That's
Tally,
right.
spelled exactly
Hallie,
the same
Tally.
way, except for an H and one's with a T.
That's
So, I mean, getting to know them and kind of just rehearsing these scenes. I mean, especially something as naturalistic as this.
Right.
It's fun to kind of just sit into it and find those real life connections and like how do you make, because it's one thing to read very naturalistic writing, it's another thing to present it.
Oh, true.
And you can really it's easy to do the exact opposite. It's almost like it seems so rehearsed, it seems so natural that it's not anymore.
I guess, if you keep all those rehearsals, you keep diving in,
Right.
you might lose that naturalism. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So, I mean, it's fun. I mean, I have a lot of fun up there with the show, and that's different than a lot of shows that I've done. I mean, when you're doing classical theater, somebody's dying, so it's just the stakes are they're up here. But this, I mean, not to say that the stakes are low, but it's more enjoyable for me as an actor to just like, I know I don't have to die in the show. I don't have to watch anybody die in the show. So that was nice. I mean, it's playful, it's romantic,
It is. I wasn't thinking it would be as funny, but it was nice you laugh at parts. It was great.
Well, I mean,
I think I had a little of everything.
Right, and I think, like life is so cruel and funny. I mean, and that's all this play is. It's just like a very great depiction of real life. And just a slightly different because it's in the world of math. Right. But a very real world.
Absolutely. I guess you're right. You shouldn't. Anyone who loves math should see it, but math teachers, school's back in session.
Absolutely, bring them on.
But
don't ask me any math questions, though.
But if you don't love math, you'll still enjoy the show.
Oh, I think definitely, and that's what's great about it. I'm waiting for like a real mathematician to show up and be like, I don't believe you at all.
Show me the proof.
Show me that proof. Which she did. She wrote out 40 pages of a proof. Had to tally.
Well done.
Real deal.
I could glimpse the journal. You're like, is it actually?
Is that really a
it
proof?
looks like there is a fair few pages filled. That's really dedication to the role. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
Well, excellent. Well, anything else besides your upcoming shows in September?
That's all I got. Check out Troy Foundry Theater.
All right, awesome.
TroyFoundryTheater.com. We're on Facebook.
Excellent.
So please, anybody who's watching. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much, sir. Pleasure. As always, have fun with the rest of the run.
Thank you.
See if we can get someone else there. Always great to talk to him. So Hallie Tally. We just chat with Ethan there, and of course Rick we can't get. He won't. He's a shy guy. He's over there. We have someone there. Oh, does she? Okay, she's talking down there. All right. We're gonna get Christine to talk about the show, the dates for the community theater show. So, for those of you just joining, we are here opening night for Proof. We just had a great chat with Ethan, who's part of the cast. I'm not going to divulge and spoil any secrets for you because I just, you want to come and see the show, right? So, brilliant mathematician. Show revolves around him and her daughter and how much of the genius or madness she may inherit of mathematics. So, there's love, there's fun, there's romance, there's sadness. There's real life stories to this, absolutely. So it's not just about enjoying math or not enjoying math. I mean, I don't like math, but I enjoyed it. But it's very true. It's interesting to see that, me as a creative person in a video photo realm, I never think of math being a creative thing. I think of it more as a technical thing, and then to think of it as a creative thing is totally different thought for me. Creating math, creating how you solve problems. I mean, that's what people do every day. So it's pretty awesome to think about it like that. So definitely a different perspective. Speaking of a different perspective, a number of good, unique vantage points in this setup for this stage in this show. So you could see it from one angle, kind of like behind the scenes, and you've got the front angle and the side angles. Oh. Rick, I want Rick to talk on Cat. I got Christine though. That's even better.
My glasses are all frosted over because it's so hot here from all these warm bodies.
There's a lot of people in here.
Yeah, there's a lot of people.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, for those of you who don't know, Christine Decker, been with Oldcastle since, what did Eric say, 1974? Oh, okay, I was going to say
It's like
six.
the second year that it opened.
Well, you've been here a long time.
Yeah. Now, I took many hiatuses.
Okay.
I lived in Minnesota.
Oh, okay.
I lived in Arizona. I lived in Florida.
You got around the country.
I kind of went north-south.
Right. Hot, cold.
But this is my home area.
Excellent.
I grew up in Cambridge, New York.
Okay, that's right. Yep. Excellent.
So you're going to ask me about dates. So that's why I
Yes,
have
so
my date book.
Community Theater is coming to Oldcastle, and we have the date book out.
Yes.
So I'll take it away.
Yeah. Well, I can't tell you the name of the show because I haven't secured the rights for it, but it's a really funny show. It has 11 people in it, 5 women, 4 men. A couple of them I could switch around depending on who I get. It takes place in an asylum, but it's not like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. This is quirky, funny, charming people.
Right.
Yeah, who are being well taken care of. But
Because it is set not modern day.
I'm
right?
kind of keeping it neutral.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of no date.
Gotcha.
You know?
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
And the idea is that this woman has inherited money from her husband,
Okay.
and her stepchildren, they want it, and so they try to get her institutionalized so they can get it back. And of course, they're the evil ones.
Okay.
You know, so you got the evil ones, you got the good ones.
Okay.
And I'm hoping to have even more than 11 in it, because I'm hoping to interest people who want to just do a walk-on and
Sure.
be a nurse or
Right.
an attendant.
Maybe
or
you don't want to
another
memorize
patient.
all those lines, but you just want to have that
Exactly,
line
yeah.
or two.
And I'm also looking for lots of support people, carpenters,
Okay.
stage managers, sound and lighting operators.
Many hands make light work. You need it,
Exactly.
yes.
Yeah. And what Oldcastle wants to do is start out kind of helping it along, because I'll be directing the show. But then I want to make it a total different entity. I want to see other people interested in directing, other people interested in taking over all the design aspects of it. So that's a real community feel.
Oh, absolutely,
you know.
absolutely.
And so our auditions are going to be on September 15th and 16th. That's
Okay.
Saturday and Sunday from noon to 5 here at the theater.
Okay.
You don't have to make an appointment. You don't have to have a piece prepared. I will have pieces from the play. I
Okay.
can't announce the name of the play because, like I said, we
Right.
haven't got the rights.
Right.
But I'll have it all ready for you. All you do is come in, we'll audition, we'll have a good time.
Sure.
You know, and then if somebody can't make it on those dates, all you have to do is call Oldcastle, and just let them know that, I can't make it that day, but I'm interested, you know, and so I'll arrange some other time. I'm very
Excellent.
amenable.
Excellent.
And then our rehearsals will start the 29th of October. That's
Okay.
a Monday. And most of the rehearsals will be at night during the weekdays, and then longer rehearsals on the weekends.
as you get closer.
Yeah, well, during the weekends to accommodate people who are working. So even if you have a full-time job, you know, you can still handle this.
Yep, yep.
And then I'm looking at my book again.
The magic show dates.
The show will be on December 7th on Friday. We'll do one show Friday night,
Okay.
and then we'll do two shows the next day on Saturday, the 8th.
Oh, great.
And so it'll be 3 shows. This is like an experiment for our community theater to see if people are interested, if they're getting fired up. And if they are, we'll do more shows. We want to do musicals, but we can't really do that until we, get a good
sure.
support
Yeah.
system going on. So again, I'm looking for everybody. People
Right.
who run the box office, pick up the
Absolutely.
telephone, whatever you want to do. If you want to do some kind of community-oriented thing, go out and meet new people. And I'm not going to pay you anything, but you won't have to pay anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's great because, a couple years ago, Robert Ebert with the Bennington Community
Yes,
Theater
and
had,
I was involved with that.
yes,
Yep.
had Arsenic here.
Yep.
And that was highly successful.
Yes, yes.
So it was a great
Yep.
measure to see the excitement for community theater in this
Yeah.
community.
Yeah.
So hopefully
Yeah.
it's the same measure
Yeah.
for this show
Yeah.
in December. I think it's a good time for people to come out and see something.
I think so. And again, we will keep the price of the tickets very low.
Good.
Very reasonable. So
Yes.
you will be able to afford going to
Good,
it.
good. Yeah, you want everyone to, as many
Absolutely.
people as possible to see
Right,
the show. So.
right, yeah.
Great. So the mysterious show, maybe they could keep their eyes peeled on Oldcastle's
Yes.
Facebook page
Yes,
for
yes,
a reveal
please.
of the show
Yeah.
name, maybe when you
Yeah,
have it or
yeah,
whatever. But
yeah.
other than that,
And
September,
right now I'm calling it the Community Theater at Oldcastle.
love it.
Yeah.
I like
So,
that.
yeah.
Simple and easy.
Simple. Yeah.
So September 15th, 16th,
Yeah.
noon to 5,
Right.
here at Oldcastle.
Right here. Yep.
Excellent.
Yep. Terrific.
Bring yourself and have fun.
Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you, Christine. We'll see you then.
Bye-bye.
Oh, don't forget your wine. That's you can't forget that.
Now they know I drink wine.
Oh, shh. All right. Maybe we could get Tally or Hallie, the one of the ladies involved with the show. Oh, I'm caught on my cord there. So, just to recap on that one quick, community theater coming to Oldcastle. Auditions are September 15th, 16th. which is a weekend, noon to 5. We're right here at Oldcastle. Just bring yourself. You don't have to prepare monologues or anything like that. Just bring yourself. Be prepared to have a good time. Small walk-on roles, full roles, memorizing lines. It's going to be a heck of a fun time. Rehearsals would start on October 29th, end of October, and you would rehearse through November. It sounds about 5-ish weeks and 6 weeks, and show would be December 7th and 8th. One show Friday, 2 shows on Saturday. There goes Rick. I can't get him. The ladies are right here. Maybe I could get them. I don't know. Maybe not. But they're both right here. I could talk to both of them. But so, Proof. That's what we saw tonight. Great show. Mathematic lovers and non-mathematic lovers alike will love this show, so I think so. Ladies, any interest in chatting? No? You could duo? Yeah? We can duo. Boom. No pressure, no pressure. Hallie? Oh, right, I got it right. And Tally. This is quite exciting.
Yes,
was it hard for the names in rehearsal? At least for Eric.
Really. Eric was really
Was he?
good. I feel like it's more that I
think
would
he gets
just
sharper with age.
respond to anything
Okay, right.
that's vaguely like
and
my
it's
name.
funny because, the reviewer guy is Telly.
Right.
Yes. So
And
Telly,
Sally-
Tally, Hallie.
Right.
And yeah.
Sally Sugarman
Yes,
interviewed us,
yes,
so
yes,
that
yes.
was very
So
fun.
many alleys. Yes, good.
Right, exactly.
Well, we'll wait for Tally.
yes.
So you're new to Oldcastle.
I'm new to Oldcastle,
So
thrilled to
we're
be here.
This is public access TV, local right here. So
Awesome.
what was your favorite aspect of working on this show? Very, as I was telling Ethan, or I was saying, very conversational writing. It was very down to earth, very modern. It felt like. So I mean,
Absolutely. Well, I would have to say my favorite aspect is being with these amazing people
Sure,
and being in such a
you got a nice cast.
Yeah, such a process that was so warm and open, and there was a lot of space for creativity and
Awesome.
play and freedom that was created by our amazing director and just our great cast dynamic. And the piece itself, it's so detailed and incredibly intelligent, and it's very tight. It's like there's
very well
no
written,
line
yeah.
out of place. It's you know what I mean? Like you say so much, but every line matters so much to tell the story, and it really keeps you listening. You know, now that we're in this
True,
performance
yeah.
moment, you really have to listen. It keeps you on your toes, and in terms of just telling the story and being present and
Right.
listening. And it's just so much fun to dissect and analyze as well. Like earlier in the process, that like picking apart like each character, what their mental process is in every specific moment.
I'm sure you
an
learn
actor's
more and
dream.
more as you go along too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's never
every
really done.
play.
Yeah. I said it that way tonight, but that was different that way.
Yeah,
Things like that, so.
yeah, you find new things. And you also, it's really cool, you can kind of find new things in lots of different ways sort of work because it's really smartly written.
Right,
You know, it makes
right.
it's very human.
Yeah. I mean, I will say, for your character, I was kind of like, I was sad because just how your character exited. I was like, oh, she didn't come back. What happens? I guess you're led to believe that, what happens. I'm not going to spoil it for anyone, but all is well, maybe, what happens to the house. I mean, I don't want to, don't spoil too much, but,
it's cool how it's left open.
It's very open. It wasn't like, because the scene opened very like, oh, this is happening.
This is what we're
and then
doing.
Complete 180 of things.
Right.
And, but I was like, oh, that's how your character went off. I was like, oh. I was kind of hoping she would come back and say something, but.
I know it's sad for our relationship, but
Right.
I think that we ultimately have a lot of hope. We're left in this play
Yeah.
with so much hope, and we really we see this arc of both of these characters, and my
true,
character
yeah.
is coming up against her flaws in life,
Right.
in a big way, and,
Right.
and maybe I will learn later as we see what happens after the play. But
This is true, this is
yeah,
true.
no, it is. It's sort of like
It's
darn.
good to think down the road like that. Yeah. So Anything else busy for you coming up? Are you a New York-based actor?
I'm a New York-based actor.
Awesome.
I'm headed back there.
Okay.
To the Great Wide Open. We'll see what
Excellent. I like
happens.
it. You never know what's up there. Awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're enjoying your time here in Bennington?
I am loving it. I'm a
Awesome.
Pittsfield native.
Okay,
I
great.
was born and raised
Then you
in
know
Pittsfield.
the area then. Good.
And my dad is as well. He was
Awesome.
born and raised here. And so it is just so thrilling for my heart to be back here in the Berkshires. And Vermont is so cool. It's
We've got
like
a lot of great theater here, yeah.
Yeah, but also you drive across the border from Massachusetts to Vermont and you just exhale. It's so chill. Massachusetts is chill in the Berkshires, but like Vermont Berkshires is like
Even
this
chill?
whole new. It's wonderful. I love Bennington. I'm so thrilled to be here, and I love just this quaint town and how it's so laid back and charming and
We are pretty laid
warm.
back, yes.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully you can get out to Garlic Fest this weekend. I know
Yep,
you got
I'll
shows,
be there.
but
we will be
Yes.
there. The cast, we are psyched.
excellent. It's a big to do. I don't know if you've been, but it's
awesome. Good to know. We hope to see people there
Yes.
and
you'll see lots of
Amazing.
people there. Weather looks good, so
I
yeah.
mean,
Tell them
Yes.
to come. Yeah, come. Have you seen the
come
show?
say hi to us.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
ask us about the show. Yeah.
Awesome.
Are you a native of Bennington?
I am born and raised right here.
Nice.
Yes. So do a little theater on the side. I work
Oh,
TV.
cool.
Yeah, so it's fun. Yeah.
Yay.
So yeah. Well, great.
So great to meet you.
Well, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the run for the show. Proof,
you.
awesome. That people shouldn't miss this. This is a good one.
Thank
a good
you
one.
so much.
Awesome.
We hope to see you there.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Great
much.
To meet
Awesome.
You.
Nice to meet you. You're welcome. All right. That was. I have to look at the names here. That was Hallie. Maybe we'll get Tally. She's chatting here, but I don't want to interrupt her. So, great conversations with the actors here. Really a stellar cast, and yeah, just stellar cast. So, I'll rerun the dates again, and then maybe we'll chat with her. Maybe we won't. So, Proof running through September 9th. You got Wednesday or Thursday or Friday or Saturday or Sunday for 7:30. And then Thursday, Sunday matinees at 2. Special matinees this weekend, tomorrow and Sunday, 1st and 2nd, 2 p.m. And of course the BOGO is Wednesday, September 5th. And then the awesome Dinner with Mr. Peterson and show and dessert with Mr. Peterson is Thursday, September 6th. There's Jenna waving in the background. So more information, 447-0564 or oldcastletheater.com for all that good stuff. I think she's chatting, so I'm going to leave her at that. So thank you so much for tuning in to coverage of Proof. Really great show running through September 9th right here at Oldcastle. We will see you next time, one more time for the last show of the season on October 5th, Long Day's Journey into Night by Eugene O'Neill. And then after that, we'll see you in 2019. That's hard to believe. I won't get ahead of myself here because, we got to get through winter and all those good things, fun things. So, awesome. So, thank you so much. We'll see you next time, October 5th, Long Day's Journey into Night.